Thank you for the ROMs. I hope this tester is useful. Please keep posting videos. Vintage Bally, Stern Pinball are my favorites. David. For the record, I'm not sponsored by David, and this stuff technically wasn't free. Good day, fellow pinball enthusiasts. Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to do a special video from something that a viewer reached out to me, and we did a bit of a horse trade for some stuff, and he sent me a lamp driver tester, which I've been looking to purchase one for the longest time, and this one just ended up falling in my lap. So before I get into it, I just want to explain what this does and how it's definitely going to benefit me, especially since I do a lot of these Bally type of games, these Bally era. It'll work on Stern as well. So basically, these are what control the lamps on the playfield. Now, there's always this issue. Is it a lamp, like the actual light, that's the problem? Is it the socket? Is it the wiring? Or is it the lamp board itself? So what this device is going to help me figure out is, let's go to the source and see if there's anything going on with this first before we start tackling all those lights that don't work. Now, there is a way of doing this on the cheap. It's not effective because it doesn't test them under load. This is how you would traditionally test the diodes. Now, this will just check the actual component. It's not going to check wiring going to the output where your wiring harness steps into. So it is red. Let me pick one that you can see. You're going red on this one, which is G. And then you're going black. Oh, I'm covering up the meter. Okay, see? This is getting harder and harder to film as I get older. Okay, watch. Okay, and then you're going to go on this side, which should show 0. The same thing, red on the top. So these two check out good. And again, it doesn't tell us, though, whether it's going from here to here. That's a separate test you got to do. And then we're going to check out. So remember, it's red on G, black on C, which will get you your reading, and A, which will get you your reading. So conversely, we can do the same on these ones. Just tilt you up here. You might have to trust me on this because it's kind of hard to film, but you'll see CGA written on the boards, most of them anyway. So you're going to go, yeah, you can see that. So we're on the outermost leg. Touching the middle. Nothing. Touching the outside. Okay, so that'll give us our reading. So this one tests good as well. So watch. If you look here, there we go. That'll give you a better idea. So it's red, black, and black. And you can do it from underneath as well. All right, go here. Red, black, and black. Okay. Now do that 60 times, and then check the wiring for each. So the way you would do that, is there an easy one? Yeah, so you want to go here, and that'll end up over here somewhere. And you can do it with your multimeter. You just put it on. Connect to see if you got a short or not. So let's pick this one here. Okay, so this wire turns out okay, but look how many times I had to go through it. And do that 60 times. So what do you think is easier? So what this device does is it helps eliminate all the guessing. So what we do is we take each piece, it's labeled, so this is J1 and it shows the key. We go over to J1, we plug it in. There is some prep you need to do before you get to this level. You want to go in the back here and you want to make sure all your solder joints are secure, and you want to make sure all your legs, your inputs here are all good as well. So this one's J3 and it's showing the key right there. So here's J3. There's the key. So let's plug that one in. They're pretty good too. They're pretty solid. I'm not seeing any flex or any bend as I'm installing them. Then we got J4. Ooh, so this is the mother load. This has got all the test switches and everything on it. J4. Then last but not least, J2 with the key right there. Perfect. All right, let me hang you up again. Now we just have to run these jumper wires and plug the bad boy in. So I got you there. Okay. I'm just going to jumper it now. Okay, there is another lead, another one of these wires that is designed to work on the LED lamps, the brand new ones. Here's our setup. And what I'm going to do is, now you plug it in. I should turn some lights off here just so we can see what's going on a little better. Okay, and you have to just supply your own, what is that, 5-volt plug. So we plug it in, and it's coming back. Okay, it's showing one already stuck. Can you guys see okay? Yeah, you can see. But I'm going to go through the tests. So there's test 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a reset. So let's hit the reset. Ooh, Q60, that must be... It's an ugly one stuck on. Okay, let's go back. So let's go through the test. Let me hit test 1. Oh, test 1 lights them all up. And so what's this doing is it's checking each one for us to validate whether it's working or not. So right now it's saying Q8 is not working. And Q60, can't see it through here, but you said at the beginning it's stuck on. So I'm going to write those down. Okay, so Q8 and Q60. So this is off and this is stuck on. All right, so I want to go through individual tests. So according to the instructions, it comes with a set of instructions. I'm going to hit the reset, so it should turn everything off. Now let's go through. I accept that Q60. So this thing is definitely stuck on. Something funky's going on there. Let's hit test 2. And so what that's going to do, it's going to cycle through each one. Oh, and missed the other one there. Hold on, let's go back here. So Q2, 3... Oh, that's okay. Well, we'll get back to that. Q9, Q20. And if there's a shared light, it'll pop on over here too. I guess that one's shared. So Q29 did that light. Okay, so we're going to watch it, and then we can hit reset, and then test 3. Okay, test 3 is showing us Q60 is stuck on, so let's do test 1 again. Okay, so all these test good. And Q8, Q29. Missed that one because it's right at the end. And that's why I like, why am I even bothering with that? That's why I like putting these things under load, because that shows, this shows the problems. So, okay, so Q29, Q60, and Q8. Okay, let's turn it off. And let's turn on, let's go back to our multimeter. So it said Q60. So red. Oh yeah. Look at the reader. The reading is 1.9. Yeah, so this is, remember, it should be, let's do the one next to it. And let's just do one more sanity check here. Okay, that's what it should be. So this one is, yeah, this one I'm going to say is definitely toast. And now let's go to Q29, which is right here. Okay, that's weird because it tests okay. But then again, that's why I don't really trust the multimeter 100%. All right, and then the other one was Q8, which is up here. Oh, no, Q8 is actually one of these ones. Q8, so we need to go red on G. And then we touch C, 0.5, and A. Okay. All right, let's try it one more time. Now, it could be a chip problem as well. That's one thing I don't think this can check for, but let's just run it through the system again. Yeah, it's still picking up Q60 as being not good. Let's just run it through the test again. Yeah, Q8 it doesn't like, Q29 it doesn't like. So here's Q8, here's Q29. And there's Q60. So let's change them out. And we will bring you back. Now I know you're going to call me cheap because I'm going to use salvage parts that came off a salvage board, and I'm okay if you call me cheap. I will actually take it as a compliment. Boost pieces in. Let's take 2. Let me double check these. Okay. Oh, you can see it. Oh. I just checked them with the multimeter, just like we did in board, and they work okay, supposedly. All right. The reason I like using old ones, first of all, is they're cheap, because they're basically pulls. Second of all, there's no fancy bending. They just pop right into place. So... Okay. Off goes the light. Let's plug us in. Okay. So this should be 100% working. I know exactly what game we're going to test today. Let me turn you off and I'll bring you back. Oh, that looks pretty promising.
Electrodes radiation. Will you return?
How am I going to show this? We're going to put on test. So far it seems to be working. Let's put on all lamps test. Well, I'm going to say success. Everyone's working. You tell me otherwise. I'll address the star rollover and the special windlet on the bottom later. And there's a lot of lamps on this one, boy, I can tell you that. So yeah, including all the ones on the back glass. These are probably just flaky, crappy light bulbs here. Or sockets, I should say. This tool is my new favorite tool. Wow. Wasn't expecting this, to be honest with you. I am expecting a few to fall out because that board came out of this game, this Harlem Globetrotters. It's got so many flaky sockets on it that I don't trust what this game is telling me. But this one has LED sticks in it, which eliminate a lot of problems. So I'm going to put that board in this game and take out the brand new Alltech board that was in here, lamp driver. So life is good. Let me try one more. I'm going to try a really bad lamp, see what kind of faults it gives me. So let me get back. Actually, let's try another one. Why not? So we got J3. Okay, J2. Now this one I have already marked. It says Q44, Q24. And the way I would have done this one would have been by plugging it in a game, which it's probably what most people do, and seeing what's not working, and then, you know, going from there. So make sure I got these in the right header first. Okay, none of them are stuck on, so none of them are shorted. Let's just go and do the straight test, see what happens here. Okay, this one shows it's 100% good. So, were these ones AQ44? Any evidence that it was replaced? Which is right here. Let me just turn it over. Yeah. Can we see that? So this is already replaced. So this must be a good board. Q44 and Q24. Yeah, it's definitely being replaced. It's got the big, it's Q24 right there. Yeah, that's being replaced. So is that. So is that. So this board has been through some heck. And yeah, everything's good. All right, so you know what we're gonna do? Let's shut it off. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Why not? I just want to show you. Yeah, I got a bunch more to check. Okay, let's try that. There's the one we just took out right there.
You have been exposed to electrons radiation.
Looking good to me.
Return.
Seven. And the right, whatever you call it, are kind of flaking out a little bit. But everything else is working. So, let's spin right here. I have the right spinner. Just find it. Okay, here we go. This is how I used to do it. Where's right spinner? There it is, right spinner arrow. Saying number 28, which is the last, yeah, okay, that makes sense. 28 is going to be up here. Works fine in game mode. So let's carry on and not waste too much more time on this one. Let's work on another board. So got it all plugged in. Now I know we should get a bunch that aren't working because Q59, Q20, what else? Q46, those are missing. And there's something funky going on with this board because this chip is being replaced, but not very well because we've got a jumper here and really ugly solder joints on this side. Well, let's see what happens. Let's hit test. Okay, no surprise, the ones that are missing are not lead. Yay. Okay, let's plug it in and see what happens. Nothing's stuck on, so that's good. Let's go to test 4. Well, they're all on. All right, you're going to make me check it in the game. Supposedly this is a good board now. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Okay, these two fix themselves. 8 is out this time. 7 was flaky last time. Now it's 8. Okay, let's see what 8 is. Everything else is working well. I'm pretty impressed. Let's see the backlight. Yeah. All right, let's get out the manual. Okay, 8. Is it 8K bonus? I guess 8K bonus. It's saying line 12. Well, this is going to be a hard one to figure out. Q50. Our plug back up. Let's see, so it was Q50. Of course it's out because I took out the... Let's put another one in. So I put a new transistor in, but I just scraped back some of the mask here. And this line is kind of ugly. It's a bit spotty, missing. So I'm going to reflow it. I'm going to reflow the socket here, the header. I've already taken some of the solder out. And then we'll try it again. Okay, reflowed it. Let's see what happens here. Shows good now. All right, let's put it in again. All right, let's turn it on. It was number 8 again, right?
You have been exposed to electroradiation. Will you return?
Everyone, this is awesome. Except special and lit. I wonder why. That's all 3 or 4. So I don't know what it was on this because I did plug it in. 8 was definitely not working. I changed the transistor. And then the only thing, maybe I didn't reflow the solder joints on this header, which you should do. So after I reflowed it, it's working. Okay, let's try this one. This one's interesting because it says to solder the headers, so I must have tried it before. Oh yeah. That's a lot of good ones. Half of these are out. And I bet you these ones that are associated with these ones are out. Oh, look at that. I'm just wiggling here. So we got some header problems here. Okay, let me resolder these. You've seen me do this before. We'll plug it in and see what's going on with this bad boy. Okay, reflowed every one of them. The ones that typically break are the ends. Right here. Are the ends. So if you're not going to reflow them all, at least try to do the ends. But okay, let's see what happens. Let me plug you in and see where we go. Perfect. They're all working now. The header, I took, where's the old one? I don't know, where's the old one? Oh, here's the old one. Took that off and replaced it with a spare piece that came off of a scrap board. I'll show you where. These headers up here off the MPU board. So I took the one that was decent, slapped it on, and hopefully we're good to go. Okay, let's try it in. Let's try it again. I just realized that thing's a Stern board, but let's see what happens here. They work just the same, Bally Stern this era.
You have been exposed to electrodes.
Well, so far so good. Let's look at the... Wow, perfect. Again, this special when lit, I think is driven off this board here. So I'll have to get into that, but yeah, every light. This, I gotta check. I don't think it's connected. And if it is, again, I'll blame that, because I saw the same light not working on the last driver board. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. This is an awesome little tool, guys. Like, wow, it's burned through quite a few boards there. So do I want to, you know what I'll do? I have another lamp driver board. I'll pop that in, see if this one comes back to life and that one comes back to life. And I really hate pulling these boards in and out, these connectors, because you're just playing with fire with these stupid connectors. So let me get that other lamp driver board, pop that in. Okay.
You have been exposed to electrodes radiation. Will you return?
Oh, there must be something wrong with that. And that, I just popped in another driver, and this one's suspect because it says Q9, Q10, Q12, and it's pointing to a chip. So I must have tested it, and the chip is no good. And what's going on? You can see the 10 sticking on. The 50 is not working. And what else? Oh, and the number 5 is not working. So, all right, I'll have to look into these. I'm not looking into them, guys. I think, yeah, this game, it's done enough to me. Yeah, okay, I'll look into it, see what's going on. So I just have a light bulb. You see the wire there? Right there to a little hook. You see the light flashing? It's for the one that doesn't work. And then the other one's right here. Light flashing. So that lamp board's 100%. I either have a bad solder joint or maybe a defective LED stick. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's good.
Been exposed to electrodes radiation. Will you return?
Yep. Yep. So everything works, including all of the, that's just a flaky bulb. Wow, what a great tool. Oh, here's the other wire. Plugs in, and then this plugs into the 5 volts on the brand new boards. But anyway, so yeah, this tool, thumbs up. Really, really good product. So I'll put David's contact information at the bottom so you can reach out to him on how to get it. And I'm sure he's going to give all subscribers, Rush Fan Pinball subscribers, a 10% discount, which I just negotiated on his behalf. So anyway, yeah, this thing is great. I think I fixed 4 boards. At least 4 anyway, that, well, you know, they definitely gave me a good indication of what to chase down instead of relying on that multimeter and spending hours to do one. So definitely a fantastic tool. And Rushians, if there's if anybody's got anything out there they want me to test or review, rushfan@live.ca, give me a call. There it is right there, rushfanlive.ca. I want everybody to like, share, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff for me. Make sure to leave some comments, and we will see you on the next one.